G'day traders, I'm back. This is Pete's Investing, the no bull dust trading website. Just simple, reliable trading ideas. But first, the disclaimer as always, this is not financial advice. We won't be making recommendations to buy, sell or hold any products. Any past performance I'm showing you here is no guarantee of future results, and this series of videos is purely educational for you to better understand and prepare yourself to self-manage yourself in the future. So what we're looking at here today, we're going to be reviewing the indexes and seeing how they're progressing. And the indexes we're going to be reviewing, the Aussie 200, the US market, the FTSE, the German DAX, the China market, and looking at gold as well. First, let's look at the Aussie 200. So as you can see here, the program indicated we enter back here at the middle of December, and we're buying 2 contracts. And just for the exercise, for each of these instruments, for all the indexes, I'll be buying 2 contracts in this demo to demonstrate the effect and the profitability. So you can see here, as you can see here, it was entered back in middle of December. We bought 2 contracts, and it's been going sideways ever since. So, and I've also already created a simple trading strategy video. You can always find that in the links below. So I won't go through in detail and explain how that all works, other than to say that each of these spikes are potential entry points, and that basically indicates where the moving average 20 of the CCI, the commodity channel index, crosses the 0 line. So here it was primed to enter at this point, and the market's been going sideways ever since. Next, we'll be looking at the US market. This one's had a bit more movement in terms of opening and closes. So we opened back here in December on this particular trade. We bought 2 contracts, and that closed out right on the end of the year at 31st of December. So it made a nice little profit on that one. So entering back there and exiting there, we made about 94 pips. And if we bought 2 contracts, that's about 180 odd points of profit we would have made had you been trading this. Where we are today, entering in on the 1st of January, very similar to the Aussie market, it's been moving sideways. So profitability, again, our baseline of account is $100,000, just to allow for any drop in price. So here we're looking at 13.59 versus where it started at 13.29. So again, pretty much a sideways movement on this one, so we'll just hold and see how that goes. Next, we'll look at the FTSE. This one's had a lot more movement in terms of progress. We entered back here middle of November, and we're still holding on to those 2 contracts. As you can see there, this is all Aussie dollars. So it's 2,425 still moving, and we opened up here at 1,500. So it's done about almost $1,000, about $900 since opening up back there. So it's a nice little trade. Then we'll go look at the German DAX. Where is the German DAX? Here we go, Germany 30, Aussie dollar 1. Now again, we're looking at the 15-minute charts in all of these. We're not trading the daily. So you can see here, overall, it's been fairly flat. It's had a bit of a dip here. We didn't get into that trade there, which was kind of fortunate. It closed out just before that dip. We entered back here, had a nice little profit, nice little run there. Another profitable trade between middle of November, closed off near the end of December, and we're currently sitting on a trade from yesterday morning, and that's still going. So sitting at 4,300 where it opened around about 3,800. So it's doing about $500 so far on the German DAX. Again, these are Aussie dollars we're talking about here. The last index we'll look at is the China market. So as you can see here, it entered back early December, and that trade's still going. So that's a very nice little profitable trade. It's not closing out anytime soon. Still a long way to go. So from 7,500 where it is today, it opened up, in terms of profitability, it opened up at just under $4,000, just over $4,000. So it's doing about $3,500 profit since the start of December. They've all been single trades going back, and this was multiple trades in that particular period there, closed out. Lastly but not leastly, let's look at gold. Spot gold, Aussie dollar. As you can see here, the price chart is moving downwards, and that's where we've been held into gold all throughout that period. So we entered back here for 2 contracts on the 17th of August last year, held 2 contracts there, added 2 more units there, 2 more contracts there, another 2 contracts there, and we're still going. So that's not far off the mark. Oh no, sorry, it's actually closed. That closed back here, 6th of January. So from that period, so it made, again, gold has only small margins required, so it's made $488 total, and it started there at $115. So it's made about $350 odd in terms of profit. But again, we're looking at 2 contracts only. I'll go through margin requirements and the risk-reward ratios for all of these indexes in a separate video. But today was just more about giving you an update as to where these things are progressing. And I'll be talking about going short potentially if that's your interest. But again, it's just as profitable in many cases if the market goes down against you. As always, thanks for watching, guys. To get notified of all future videos, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell below. Thanks, and see you next time.